Hello, how is everybody? It's just a quick one. My car's in the garage getting its front pads and discs done. But yeah, I've just popped on to show you this stove that I bought. It's a little bit different and I thought, oh, that's interesting. Now, obviously I got this, you know where from, the Temu. I'll put a link for it in the description because I've worked out how you do that now. But I only paid £5.80 for this. But I didn't actually, because I'd ordered some other things, a pair of Crocs and a few things, and my order total, I ended up getting, you know, one of them £7 off vouchers that they say your cart was now got £7 off. So I did that, and the whole cart come to like 14 quid. So yeah, and this was part of it. So taking that £7 off, there was a couple of bits I actually managed to get for free. I got a 10,000 milliamp power bank, pair of Crocs, some braces. Sounds like Generation Game, doesn't it? Remember the conveyor belt? This stove. There's a few other bits, but I can't remember now. But if they come to me, I'll blurt them out. So yeah, so this was £5.80, but it's currently at £6 something. But it didn't actually come that. Just stick them in your cart. They always send you something. So what I liked about this was, if you're using this comes with a fuel burner and this case as well, but you're always trying to keep this off the ground. You know, if you've not actually got it in a trangy, the actual trangy stove or something, it's how do you keep that off the ground so it doesn't, especially this time of year, so it doesn't burn the ground. Obviously you'd clear the thing, put it down. It's not the end of the world, but given in light that how many fires have been going on at the moment up on the moors and woodlands, you know. So I thought, that looks interesting. So I'll show you it for the price. So what do you get? Right, now it would have been nice if this come in a little bag. Again, not the end of the world. You can always pop it in your own bag. So this is how it comes. It weighs next to nothing. I will weigh it in a bit. Scales are just there. So yeah, so the top just falls out like so to give you your pot stand. Then it's got legs on the bottom, again just fold out, like, I'm hoping you can see this, like so, and this raises this then off the ground. That comes out like such, and there we go. Right, let's get this on the, I'll stop you here and I'll put you in a better position where this is. There you go, so hopefully you can see that. So that weighs in this 84 grams, which is nothing, is it? So that comes in at 84 grams, and that's without any fuel in it, by the way. So let's have a look at how it does. I'll show you this other thing, which is mental dangerous that I got, and I won't be using it again, but it's another type of pot holder. Right, I'll just turn you, I'll put you up on the thing and turn you around. Right, so there's the burner there with the holes around it. There, you don't have a simmer ring. You've just got your cap with the silicone seal inside. Right, what I did buy the other day, and this was literally like 70 odd pence, is this thing. Now this doesn't come with this, but I'm just going to show you how it works. It comes in two parts, like that. It's made of stainless steel. And you put it together like so, and then what you do, he says, putting it all wrong, hang on a second, it's like what I'm thinking there, goes together like that. Then what you do, you would pop that in your burner like so. Right, imagine this is just, well in fact, don't have to imagine, do you? That is your burner like that, and then basically you just have your pot on it like that. Now the problem with this, I blew this out and everything. I was actually using me Trangia one. I blew it out, I got a tea towel and I went to pick it up and it burnt. It was that hot, this is after 5 minutes, that burnt through the tea towel and straight to the ends of my fingers. I did take a picture, but it burnt all the end of my fingers. So I dropped it down. I come back to it 15 minutes later. I went to pick it up again with the tea towel and it was still absolutely scalding hot. So they're dangerous. You don't realise when that's it. I didn't think it through myself properly, to be honest. Obviously, I know that's going to get hot sat in there, but I didn't. With it being steel retains heat. I didn't expect them to stay that hot that long. Ridiculous. Yeah, like I say, if I find the picture, I'll put it up. Right, anyway, back to what the main event's about. So there's the burner. I'm not sure if these are titanium, you know. Feels super light. Like you say, I don't think this is, but I think that possibly is titanium. So let's get some fuel in it. Here we go, another little fuel bottle that I got off wherever it was. So I pop some fuel in this. I've already put 500ml of water into that pot there. So, right, I put a bit in that because if it's like the transit, has to go around and up, doesn't it? The only thing with this, you have to close it, but then make sure, because see that, a few little drips still come out. And that's that done. So we'll get this lit now. I'm hoping this pot stats on it. And as always, it's always difficult to see with this fuel whether it's lit or... Yeah, we can see that it's lit. Oh, people ask me what I use, what fuel I'm using on this. Let me just see if I can show you. Yeah, so I'm just in the cupboard. I'm just going to let that, see if that'll bloom through the things. Probably not otherwise. This is what I use. It's the bioethanol. And I buy this. This is 2 litres. And you find it in the gardening section of B&Q. Because it's for like your lamps and stuff outside. Fuel lamps and that. So, right. See when that starts to bloom. So yeah, that other thing was balmy. Right, let me just, I might have just put my thumb over the thing there. So, next week, we're away in the caravan. We've been there before, Burns Farm over in the Lake District, but I've got a new kayak coming. So I'll have that to show you. So we're going to take that with us if it arrives in time. I'm still waiting on that other thing arriving. It's coming by land. It's in Germany now somewhere. So, it'll probably come while I'm away. So yeah, and I've got something else coming as well. You might get a couple of videos this week, because if it arrives tomorrow, I'll show you that as well. Right, I'll just switch it off until this has got a bloom on, and then I'll bring you back. Right, that is just starting to catch around the corners a little bit, coming out the hose a little bit. But I'm not going to do anything like stopwatches and that. It's always say with fuel things, but I don't know if you can see the time on that, but it says 14:14. So we'll pop this water on. Now this is only the small, narrow 500. Oops, there we go. See, real time. You'd have to balance that on. Maybe a bigger pot would be better, but we'll pop that on anyway. It's not going anywhere. But yeah, that bioethanol that I buy, like the 2 litre, it burns a lot cleaner than the purple stuff. I mean, the purple stuff you can add a cup of water in as well, but you don't get as much soot. It burns a lot cleaner, the bioethanol, than the other stuff. Right, I'm going to turn it off, and when this starts boiling, we'll come back and see how long it's taken, which I imagine is going to be about 10 minutes. Because there's about 2 cups of tea in there, not 2 cups of tea, there's about 2 cups of water in there. So, right, I'll bring you back when it's done. It's been on 15 minutes now. It's now 2:30, and it is starting to boil. I'll just lift the... We've got steam, and it's... if you'll be able to see in there, it's just going on to a roll and boil now there. So I'll put that lid back on another couple more seconds, and that'll be a roll and boil, and that is completely cold underneath there, so you're off the ground there with it and everything. It says cold, no heat coming from that, so you've got no danger of burning the ground underneath it and setting a fire off accidentally. See steam, that is basically the steam coming out now. Look, that's on a boil now there, roll and boil there in 15 minutes for basically half a litre of water, isn't it? So marvellous. Oh, and I can still pick them handles off. It actually started to boil faster when the bloom started to come around the edge. So just out of interest, I wonder if a Trangia burner would actually sit in that. Does it want to go out now? There we go. Yeah, you shouldn't really do that either. You should, if you've got a snuffer, I should have really just put that on upside down there. You shouldn't blow it either. You could get it back flaring into your face or anything. So don't do what I've just done. That was stupid, really. Very stupid. So, oh yeah, I can feel the underneath of that is hot. So I'll just let that cool down a minute, and then I'll see if the actual Trangia one fits into it. So the Trangia one is just millimetre, it does fit, but you do have to a bit of force just to squeeze it down a bit, and it'll only go so far. So you'd be right on top of the flame there, like, wouldn't you? There, on the Trangia. It's still usable, but yeah, and then to get it out would be a bit of a... That's not too bad to get it out. So it does fit. If you're willing to just squeeze it in there, it will fit. Right. Just putting it away, so this might be a little bit out of order. I'll find somewhere to put it. But that does actually fit in a small, thin 500ml pot as well. So it'd all be together in there. Ideally a bigger pot, because it was a bit of a squeeze. I'd want to wrap some cloth around that. But there you go. Right, back to me. Or try and put this in and make it look like I'm a professional. We all know when I'm not. There we go. So there's a lid on. It's still got fuel in. So you can carry fuel inside of that. That's completely cooled down now. It's only been a few minutes. So I can pop that back into that. Fold the legs back over. Sorry, the pot stands over. And the beauty with that is you can actually fit, I meant to do it, you can, let's do it now, you can actually fit a frying pan on the top of them as well as a cup, so you could use it for frying your stuff as well. I'll just put my big kitchen, well man, the wife's, ours, big frying pan on that. Let's bring you down and hang on all. There you go, look, that's perfect for that, isn't it? Perfect. Put that back over there. Hey. Yeah. So there you go. He's bored. He wants to go out and sunbathe, so he's having a moan. So there you go. £5 something. Ideal. I think in the thumbnail I've put 86 grams, because I did the thumbnail while I was waiting for the water to boil, and I can't remember what it was on the scale, so if I'm wrong, do forgive me, but I know it was somewhere around that. Anyway, so yeah, so I've got another fantastic thing that should arrive tomorrow, so you might get another video tomorrow. This is a bit bigger, bit bigger. So anyway, that's it for this one. So if you have liked it, found it useful, I'll drop the links. Please give us a thumbs up. It does, honestly, you don't know how much them thumbs up help push the video out to other people and get the views on it for me, which also in turn brings subscribers. Talking about subscribers, if you are watching this and you don't subscribe, get yourself subscribed. Cost nothing, get to listen to me waffling on. So that's it for this one, guys. So until next time, wherever we are, whatever we're doing, I love you loads of millions. Bye for now. Mwah!